Good morning and welcome to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey. The Pope John Junior Lion 11 and under football. Mike Formisano along with you calling today's game. Thank you so much for joining us on this rainy, a little wet, but more fall-like Sunday morning here in northern New Jersey. I guess the calendar has switched over to autumn finally, and the weather has rolled in. It's crisp, it's cold, the rain, it's a little bit drizzly, but the team is raring to go, and they're getting set to take on the Montclair Bulldogs. These two teams scrimmaged a couple of weeks ago in late August, and Pope John hung around with them through most of the three quarters until the fourth. And then finally, at the end of the game, a pick six for Montclair sealed the deal to give them a 12-0 victory. But it was a scrimmage, and Pope John has since gone 1-3 on the season. They're looking for win number 2 today. So let's go over the roster for the Pope John Junior Lions as the captains meet at midfield before the start of this game. This is technically a home game for Pope John, even though it's on neutral site field here in Rahway against Montclair. But they are wearing the white jerseys instead of the home blues, but we do have the home sideline as well. Here's the roster for Pope John. We start with number 2, Mason Seeger. And again, my apologies as weather has turned my nose a little bit, a little congested today. We'll try and fight through that. Number 3 is Logan Baswey. Number 6, Bennett Pucci. Number 8, Noah Kraus. Number 9, Theodore Zawicki. Number 10, Ryder Espinoza. Number 13, John McCann. Number 22, Elon Nisbeth. Number 27, Alex Formisano. Number 28, Danny Filato. Number 61, Anthony Grego. Number 56, Rob Zawicki. Number 67, Declan McCarrick. Number 80 is Roman Pena. 85, Cooper Lapin. 87, James Mahalik. 89, Matthew Schultz. And number 97 is Braden Convey. The head coach and offensive coordinator of the Pope John Junior Lions 11U squad is Rob Zawicki. Defensive coordinator Dan Filato. Assistant coaches Greg Maswey, Anthony Grego, Jeff McCarrick, Jose Pena, Dennis Espinoza, and Paul Weibel. The athletic trainer is Gerard Graziano. Team moms and the managers are Corinne Schultz and Melanie Zawicki. The Junior Lions athletic director is Brian Carlson. The varsity head coach, Tom Gaston. League president, Rich Jessamaria. And league VP is Dave Diarco. I am Mike Formisano. We are here live at Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey for opening kickoff between the Pope John Junior Lions 11U squad and the Montclair Bulldogs. And that is next right here on this channel. Please stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey for the start of Pope John Junior Lions 11U football. Mike Formisano here calling today's action as the Lions are getting set to take the field against Montclair. They are 1-3 on the season, looking for their second win. Again, this is technically a home game, but they're in their road white jerseys, trimmed by blue and gold. And they've got the blue Guardian caps on the helmets, along with the blue pants. And they're going left to right. Montclair in their black jerseys with white and blue trim, and they're going right to left. If you recognize this field from last year, this was the site of the league final for the 13U team and the playoff game for the 11U team, as 13U defeated Linden for the league title, and the 11U squad lost to Rahway in the semifinal. This was the site of the playoff games last year. Here's the opening kickoff by Montclair. A line drive down to about the 30. Bounces past Anthony Grego and Rob Zawicki. And it's Grego who picks it up. Grego back to the middle and is met there by number 9 for Montclair and brought down. So, Pope John will start at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Next week, the Lions will return home for real as the game is set for Pope John. We've already heard that from Pop Warner, so the game is scheduled tentatively for Pope John High School next Sunday. And then, 2 weeks from today, will be the final game of the regular season. See how quickly the football season goes? Incredible. Columbus Day weekend, the final game of the regular season will be a road game. And then if Pope John makes the playoffs, we'll have action for you then. Here's the handoff to Logan Masway. He cuts up the middle and gains about 7 and is down to about 32 for 2nd and 3. So good handoff by Danny Filato over to Logan Masway. Cuts right up the middle, a little to the right, and gains about 7 on the play. 2nd and 3. I like this field because we have the bleachers here, so it gives a little bit of an elevated view, and we can back off the sideline, give you more of a wide-angle shot. So hopefully this will give better coverage today. Here's a handoff by Filato. That is to Grego on the right side. Cuts towards the near hash mark. It only gets back to about the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 3 for the Lions. Opening drive of the game. We've got a scoreboard here, as you can see. However, there's no timer going, and it doesn't look like the score or any of the downs are changing, so I don't think it's operating right now. At this level of Pope John Junior Line football, it's usually kept by the referees on the field, by Pop Warner officials. So we'll go with that. We're in the early first quarter. No score between Pope John and Montclair. Hand up to Masway. Masway cuts to the right, trying to get to the near hash mark, over the 35. And gets down to about the 37, a gain of about 4. And 1st down as he dabs one right at the 37. Logan Masway with the yardage needed to move the chains. Good run by Masway. And so now 1st and 10 from the Pope John 37. Lions defense has been solid throughout the year. That's not been the issue. It's moving the ball, getting into the red zone, and creating scoring opportunities. If Pope John can do that today, they have nothing to worry about, I would think. Quarterback now is Mason Seeger, number 2. He's under center. He's got one man in the backfield. Is Grego moving on the line. I think that was Roman Pena. It's going to be a false start against the Lions. So move it back 5 yards, and that will bring up 1st and 15. The ball is spotted now at the 32-yard line. We're glad you're with us here on this Sunday morning here in late September. Summer has turned to fall quickly, hasn't it? Last week, about 85 degrees, sunny. Continuing to work on my suntan, as we call the games, but now it's rainy and cold. Pass down the field, incomplete. Seeger intending Ted Zwicky, and it was just underthrown. So that'll bring up 2nd down. I'd say about 60 degrees, maybe 65 out here today. Not bad when there's no wind, but when the wind kicks up off the Garden State Parkway, it's a little chilly. I'm sure in about a month or two, once we start getting snow threats, this will feel like nothing. This will be a warm day. 2nd and 15 for the Lions. Seeger under center. Grego in the backfield takes the pitch from Seeger, cuts to the near sideline, and is met at about the 32, maybe 33-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and long for Pope John. So good decision by Grego to cut to the near sideline. Just not a lot of room to run. And it's going to be 3rd and long for Pope John. Lions have to get to the 47 for a 1st down. Substitutions in, number 27, Alex Formasano. Number 80, Rowan Pena. In for number 87, and that is James Mahalik. Along with number 10, that's Ryder Espinoza. Lions to the line. Formisano's the man in motion. Seeger in the gun. He's got two running backs on either side of him. Formisano is the wideout on the near side. Seeger takes the snap. It was low snap, but he handles it. Goes to the far side and is met there by the Montclair defense. So that'll bring up 4th and long for Pope John. Seeger had to contend with a low snap, but he did receive it. Went to the left on a sweep and just didn't gain anything. We talked about running east and west, and it can seem like so much yardage that you run. It looked like he ran for about 15, 20 there. He was running to the sideline. And the north-south running, he only gained maybe about a half yard. So you love in football those north-south runners. They can just continue to gain yardage no matter what. All right, we have timeout on the field by Pope John. We're going to take one as well. No score between Pope John and Montclair. We'll be right back to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey, right after this.
Baby, let's go. What? Can you teach me how to play? You know why? Cause all the girls love me. All I need is a beat that's super bumpin'. And for you to back it up and dump it. Yeah. Put your arms out front, lean side to side. They gon' be on you when they see you with that doggy ride. Ain't nobody kidding with my bro from Montclair. He go my brother.
Welcome back to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey. 4th down between Pope John and Montclair. The Lions set up. Grego in the backfield. I think they're going to attempt to punt. We'll see what happens. Here's the snap. It is actually the Seeger, and he's going to throw downfield. Loses the ball. It was knocked out of his hands, but we'll see if there's any forward motion. I think that's what the referees are going to rule, so it'd be an incomplete pass, but not a fumble. Either way, turnover on downs, and Montclair will take over in plus territory. 1st and 10 for Montclair. No score here midway through the first quarter. So the Lions will go on defense for the first time today. Right after this game here from Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey, please stay with us as the Pope John Junior Lion 13 and under squad takes on the 13U Montclair Bulldogs. A double dip of Pope John and Montclair action. The 11U now, 13U right after this game. So please stay with us. As you can see, the coaches from the 13U staff, Gene Emmering and other coaches on the street right now. I can't see exactly who, but they're all starting to come in and get set for the 13U game, which should be in about an hour and a half. 1st and 10, Montclair. Quarterback number 10 under center. I formation. Here's a handoff to number 2. Cuts to the right, back to the left. Met there by Roman Pena. And a couple of other Lions well on the tackle. Robert Zawicki on that as well, number 56. So 2nd and 12. Bulldogs actually lost 2 on the play. 2nd and 12 for Montclair from the 35 of Pope John. I formation again. Here's a handoff to 2, right up the middle. And is met at about the 31-yard line. Anthony Grego in on the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd and long for Montclair. A couple of running plays gets the Bulldogs to, they're going to spot it at the 32 of Pope John. So not a lot of forward progress yet for Montclair. 2 good defensive plays for Pope John. 3rd and long for the Bulldogs. We have a whistle. Officials talking about something. Now discussing with the Montclair head coach. Pope John Coach Zawicki coming on the field. Looking for a little bit of clarification there. It's tough not being on the sideline and not being able to get that information from the officials. You know, I think they were looking for... Okay, so here's the rule. Okay, actually, it's something different. Actually, it was a Montclair coach coming over to take a look at an injured Pope John player. I think that is Mason Seeger. So they wanted to take a look, and one of the Montclair coaches, who possibly could be a medic, taking a look at Seeger, making sure he's okay. I'll tell you what I was thinking about in just a second after this play. We want to make sure to get medical attention for the players, and that is so important. Here's a tackle on the running back, number 2. It's made by number 28, Danny Filato, who is up limping a little bit, favoring his left leg, so we hope he's okay. Okay, the injured player actually was number 3, Logan Masway, so the Montclair medics are looking at him right now, so we hope he's going to be okay. What I thought it was is the rule in Pop Warner is that there has to be an opposing coach on every sideline to count the plays, make sure everybody gets in. It has a minimum of 10 plays. So I thought it was the Montclair representative coming back over to the Pope John sideline being able to do that. But it wasn't. It was actually a medic who ran over to make sure that Logan Masway was okay. And hopefully he is. Run up the middle to the left side near hash mark, and I think it's going to be enough for a first down. So 4th down there for Montclair, and they get the yardage they need. It's going to be first down, Montclair. So 1st and 10. I don't think Coach Sawicki was agreeing with the spot. So a 4th down play, Montclair able to run past the first down marker, just barely breaking it. But it's enough for a first. The ball spotted at the 28, or 23 of Pope John, I should say. Rain starts to come down a little harder. Here's number 1, and he'll cut to the right, towards the far sideline, looking for the corner of the end zone. Brought down at about the 5, maybe 4-yard line. So a big run for number 1 for Montclair. So just as they struggled on that first possession just to get the first down, once they got it, the Bulldogs break through and they get a big play under their belt. It's 1st and goal from the 4-yard line, maybe 3-yard line of Pope John. Yeah, we're going to spot it at the 3. 1st and goal at the 3. Be a little bit of a backbreaker for Pope John. Give up a touchdown at this point after having almost stopped Montclair on their first series. We have a whistle. We have a timeout on the field. It's going to be Montclair taking it, so we'll take one as well. Late stages of the first quarter. No score between the Montclair Bulldogs and the Pope John Junior Lions. We'll be back to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey, right after this. Welcome back to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion football, 11 under. Mike Formasano along with you as the rain started to come down a little harder here. We got the protection of the umbrella, so that's good for us. Not so much for the players and coaches. They're out there. 1st and 10. Number 9 runs up the right to the end zone and in. Touchdown, Montclair. A 3-yard run by Montclair, number 9, with the touchdown. And that makes the score 6-0. Bulldogs over Pope John. And for the road team here, officially, it's nice to see they have touchdown music. player down for the Bulldogs, and the trainer looking at the injured player. We're going to stay with you as both teams move on to the field for a point after attempt. So a 3-yard touchdown run for Montclair, and the point after is pending. 6-0, Bulldogs lead. And the injured player from Montclair being helped off the field. We hope he's okay. As we continue on here. Late stages in the first, Montclair just scores the opening touchdown of the game. 6-0 Bulldogs with the point after pending. You know the rule in Pop Warner. The runner pass will be for 1 point. The kick will be for 2. And I think Montclair is actually setting up for the 2. Number 44 out there, moving his right leg a little bit. And now he's backing up as he's getting set to kick. So the Bulldogs will look for a 2-point conversion here. Here's the snap. Place kick down. It's blocked. A low kick by Montclair. And the Pope John defense able to get in there and block that kick. Good defensive play by Pope John. And it'll remain 6-0. Montclair over Pope John as the Lions will get the ball.
See, it's brackets. Come on, thank you for joining that bracket.
So we'll be right back to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey after this. Pope John trails 6-0.
Young boy. Hey, oh, you feel me? Yeah, look, we don't rock the same clothes, the same hoe, cause we levels to the shit. Look, we don't try the same whips, the same chicks, cause we levels to the shit. Look, we don't get the same paper, you had to go to levels to the shit. Look, cause we levels to the shit. Look, cause we levels to the shit. Yeah, oh yeah, cause we levels to the shit. Levels to the shit. Can't down, cause we levels to the shit. And I be rockin' better like the devil when it's in the burger bag like a gold medal to the globe. And I'm happy as a kid. Shut it up and up, stop the on my wrist.
Welcome back to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion 11 and under football. Mike Formasano along with you calling today's action. As the Montclair Bulldogs lead the Pope John Junior Lions 6-0 on a 3-yard touchdown run by number 9 for Montclair. So now the Bulldogs kick off from the 40. High end over end kick down to about the 35. Takes a Pope John bounce. McCulloch on it for the Lions. James Mahalik. We got a flag down as he is tackled at 36. We'll see what the call is. It's going to be a face mask against Montclair, so that will move the ball down, I think, into plus territory for Pope John. It'll go onto the Montclair side of the field. That's exactly where it'll go. To the Montclair 48. 1st and 10 for the Lions. So a big break for Pope John there, as they're able to move right into Montclair territory. Now let's see how the offense responds. Late first quarter here in Rahway, New Jersey. It's 6-0 Montclair over Pope John. And actually the scoreboard does have the score. Just not keeping the time, but they have the score on the scoreboard. So thank you for that. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Filato under center, handoff to Grego, and he's met right as he takes the handoff. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. You see, actually, both teams are wearing those Guardian caps. We talked about that before. It's really good for protecting against, because they're going to have to move down as the umbrella's in my way now. Anyway, Guardian caps protecting for concussions and everything. Montclair actually has a white helmet, but a lot of them wearing their Guardian cap, as are the Pope John players. 1st and 10, Filato, hand off to Grego up the right side, now back to the middle on the far hash mark. It's down to about the 43, maybe 42, and that will bring up 3rd down. They're down for the Lions from about the 43 of Montclair. Filano with the handoff to Grego. Oh, is met right in the backfield. He avoids a tackle, however. Good second effort. He'll get him back to the line of scrimmage. But that's about it. So that Lions faced with a 4th down and 5 to go. They've got to get to the Montclair 38. They'll spot the ball at the 42, so make it 4th and 4. Mahalik along with Convey and Formisano into the game. Nisbeth and Leighton out for Pope John. So 4th and 4 to go.
You should work on it.
We have a timeout on the field. Coach Lewicki wants to talk things over. We'll take one as well. Timeout here at Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey. Pope John trailing 6.
At least we have music. We've got the announcer right there.
We have it all good.
Just a little, it's okay. That's better. Welcome back to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey. For Pope John Junior Lion 11U football. Mike Formisano along with you. 4th and 4 from the Montclair 42. His snap back to Grego. He hands off. And that's to Rob Zawicki, who is met at the 49, maybe 50. So a big loss for Pope John on that 4th down play as Montclair blows it up. And the Bulldogs will take over. 1st and 10 from midfield. We're now going in the opposite direction, so it's the second quarter here. As the Lions now going right to left on your screen. In their home white, actually road white jerseys, trimmed by blue and gold. And the blue Guardian caps with the blue pants. Montclair in their black jerseys trimmed by white and blue. They're going left to right. This is technically a home game for Pope John on the schedule, but it's being played at a quote-unquote neutral site field here in Rahway, New Jersey, right down the road from Montclair. Ball spotted at the 49-yard line. Montclair leads 6-0. Pope John will have a true home game next Sunday, we're being told by Pop Warner. And then the final game of the regular season will be a road affair. There's a snap, fumble in the play. Montclair, the quarterback, has to fall on it before Anthony Grego can steal it away. So a loss of yardage for Montclair. That'll bring up 2nd and 12. They lost about 2. Again, please join us later on after this game. The 13U Lions will take on the 13U Montclair Bulldogs. Right here from Madden Field. No rainouts here in football, you know that. Running back met in the backfield by the Pope John defense. Good tackle by Anthony Grego on the tailback for Montclair. And that'll set up 3rd and long for the Bulldogs. Lions looking to have their defense spark the offense a little bit. Maybe keep the ball in Montclair territory. Get a turnover either on downs or a big turnover like a fumble or interception. Flip the script and have the offense be able to storm in towards the goal line. Put some points on the board and get this game tied or maybe take the lead. That is the hope. 3rd and long for Montclair. And the snap hits the turf. It's loose. And a recovery by Pope John. So as you say it, Pope John does it. And Noah Kraus with the fumble recovery. 1st and 10, Pope John. Big fumble recovery for the Lions. Noah Kraus jumping on that errant snap into the shotgun towards the Montclair quarterback. All right, let's try that again. So now Pope John just has to get into the end zone, right? Get some points on the board. If we say it, then they do it. 1st and 10 Lions from the Montclair 38. Pope John up to the line. Danny Filano under center. And a whistle by the Pop Warner officials. And now he's starting the clock up again. Filato under center. Man in motion is Mahalik. No, that's Declan McCarrick. Here's a snap back to Anthony Grego. We got a flag in the play. Grego with some serious yardage down the near sideline. It's going to be a first down pending the flag. So good run by Grego. It's a 10-yard gain, but a holding call against Pope John is going to bring it back. Unfortunate call for Pope John, and that is going to set the Lions back 10 yards, and they'll replay first down. So wipe out the run for Grego. And the ball spotted now at the Montclair 49-yard line. Bad break for the Lions. So Pope John in the huddle. They'll look to do it again. Midway through the second quarter, Montclair leads 6-0 over the Pope John Junior Lions 11U team. Okay, the Lions back up to the line now. Grego in the backfield. McCarrick and Leighton protecting him. Filato under center. Now McCarrick to the line. Here's a snap. Pitch back to Grego. Takes it, runs to the far side. He's got room to run. He's to the 40, the 35, and finally brought down by one of the last backs for Montclair. Number 10 drags Grego down. That is going to set up a second and short for the Lions. So a lot of that penalty yardage that was accrued to Pope John is wiped out now by that Grego run. It's still second down. They still have got to get to the 28-yard line of Montclair. However, the Lions on their way. We're going to call it second and 6. So 9-yard run for Grego. 4 minutes to go here in the first half. This game's moving quick. Leighton in motion. Filato under center. 2 men in the backfield. Here's the handoff to McCarrick. Declan McCarrick met right at the line of scrimmage. May have lost a yard. That'll bring up third down for Pope John. Filato racing to the sideline. Being replaced by Seeger. Espinoza into the game for Formisano. Seeger's in the gun. Hollick in motion. We have a whistle. Timeout. No, timeout by Pope John. We'll take one as well, as Coach Rob Zawicki wants to talk things over. 6-0 Montclair over Pope John. Late stages of the second quarter. Come on back for the rest of the first half between Montclair and Pope John right after this.
Fish, fries, chicken. Ooh. We got it all. Burgers, hot dogs, best fried chicken in Rahway, best fried fish in Rahway. Please keep the sidelines clean.
Welcome back to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion 11U football. Mike Formisano along with you calling today's action as the Pope John Junior Lions are 3rd and 6 at the Montclair 34, looking to score their first points in the game. Here's a snap back to Seeger. Seeger's going to cut to the left towards the near sideline. He's got room to run, trying to get around the fence. And that's going to be a good enough for a Pope John first down. Seeger with a 7-yard run. And Pope John now 1st and 10 as they spot the ball at the 27. Good keeper by Seeger. And so Pope John able to gain another first down there. Lions on the move. 1st and 10 from the Montclair 27. About 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Officially now 2:20 to go here in the second. Clock continues to run. Filato moving under center for Pope John Lions. Grego in the backfield. McCarrick up to the line. Filato, the pitch back to Grego. To the left side now, back up the middle. And is tackled at about the 22, maybe 23-yard line. So a gain of about 4 for Anthony Grego. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. 4-yard run. We're down to less than 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Pope John knocking on the door just outside the red zone. Ball spotted at the 22. They've got to get to, say, about the 18, maybe 17-yard line. 2nd and 5. Run up the middle, met by the Montclair defense. Nowhere to go for the Pope John running back, and that was number 85, Cooper Layton.
1 minute left.
Clock down to 1 minute to go in the first half. So Pope John's going to have to act quick here. 3rd and 5, but they're running out of time. Lions up to the line. Here's Seeger. Pitch back to Grego. Grego to the far hash mark. He's down the far sideline and into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions! Anthony Grego with the 22-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have tied the game with Montclair 6-6. A terrific run by Grego on the pitch from Seeger. And he finds Paydirt, races into the end zone, and the Lions have tied this game 6-all. So now they set up for the extra point. They're going to go for the 1. Here's the run right in the middle. Looks like a quarterback keeper.
Extra point is good.
The point after's good. See who has it. That's Danny Filato. Filato with the keeper on the point after, and that's good enough for a Pope John lead. The Lions have taken the lead here late in the second quarter. It's 7-6 Pope John. So a 22-yard run for Anthony Grego and a point after touchdown keeper by Danny Filato. And with 13 seconds remaining now, we got the clock on the scoreboard. It's 7-6 Pope John over Montclair. A big, big turning point in this game for the Lions.
Robert, come here. Far side.
Again, please make sure you stay with us after this game, as the 13U Lions will take the field here in Rahway. It's also a home game for the 13U Lions. They will take on 13U Montclair right after this game. This is about the head-to-half, so 7-6, Pope John leads now. First lead of the day for the Lions. Here's the kick by Grego down the field to about the 35. Takes a Pope John bounce and is played there by the Montclair kick returner at the 29. Up the far sideline. He's got room to run to the 45, but is brought down by the Pope John defense. That's Grego in on the tackle, along with number 97, Braden Convey. The 1st and 10 for Montclair. The ball spotted at their own 47. The clock didn't run there, so I'm assuming the referees are keeping it on the field anyway, so we'll just have the clock on the scoreboard as an added bonus. But if you're looking at the scoreboard, you can see 7-6, Pope John with that 1-point lead. Montclair up to the line. 1st and 10 from the 47. Two wideouts from Montclair. Quarterback in the gun. He'll take the snap. Drops back to pass. Fires down the field. He's got a man, but out of bounds. And that's going to be ruled incomplete. The intended receiver, number 2 for Montclair. Made the catch, but he was out of bounds when he did so. It's not like the NFL where you have to have both feet in bounds. You can just have one, but the receiver from Montclair had neither. We'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 47. We're down to the last few seconds here in the first half. 2nd and 10. Montclair up to the line. Here's the snap. Quarterback dropped the pass. You got a flag on the play, and he is sacked at the 40-yard line. That is number 8, Noah Kraus. We'll see what the flag is all about. It's going to be against Montclair, so false start against Montclair, and they'll move the ball back. But again, there's not much time left. Referee's saying, I think 6 seconds to go. They're asking Coach Zwicky if he wants to play or he wants the yardage. He's going to keep the play. So a sack goes on the books for Pope John there. Third and long from the 40. I think Montclair's going to get one more play. Clock is stopped. 6 seconds remaining. All right, Montclair in position. 3rd and long for the Bulldogs. Quarterback under center, hand off to the right, and is tackled immediately. Number 89.
Check out
That's Matthew Schultz in on the tackle, and that will bring up the end of the first half. Pope John with a turnaround late second quarter. A 22-yard touchdown run by Anthony Grego and a point after conversion by Danny Filato. And the Lions will go into halftime, leading the Montclair Bulldogs 7-6. We'll take a break. We'll start up a new feed right after halftime on this channel. So take a break, 5-10 minutes. Come on back, and we'll have a new feed fired up right here on Facebook Live for the second half action of Pope John versus Montclair from Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey. We'll be back with you right after halftime.